Dragoon Kain. I like his title, as if his last two iterations weren't Dragoons either. I haven't played Final Fantasy IV, so I don't know. Did he have any other classes to speak of? Will we one day see Healer Kain, Tanky Kain, or Dragoon Riser? I'd like to see that. Dragoon Kain's Trustmaster reward is a materia that boosts limit burst damage by 50% and jump damage by 75%. Those are two different modifiers which rarely work with each other, mostly because it might be too powerful and for some reason they seem worried about that. Still, worst comes to worst, you've got a materia that lends itself to one or the other, which is pretty nice. His Super Trustmaster reward is a set of heavy armor that boosts attack. When equipped onto your unit, it'll give them a whopping 150% boost to jump damage, but when that unit is Kane, it'll also give him 500 flat attack. Onto his active abilities. Holy Thunder Stance can be used once per battle. It boosts his lightning and light damage by 30%, his attack by 280%, gives him a strong Dragon Killer buff, and then reduces any of his cooldowns by 10 turns. You've Nothing to Fear lowers the enemy's resistance to spears by 30%, and then massively boosts the damage modifier of Kane's jump attacks. And what do you know, it's a 4-turn effect with a 10-turn cooldown. I wonder if there's any way around this. Impulse Drive deals physical damage that lowers the enemy's lightning and light resistance by 120% and chains of Absolute Mirror of Equity. Thunder Jump imbues lightning onto Kane, and then he takes to the skies. He'll spend one more turn in the air doing something, falling probably, before he deals big damage when he lands. Passives. With his Trustmaster reward or Super Trustmaster reward equipped, Kane gets stats when he carries a spear, and upon entering the battle, gets a damage modifier boost to his limit burst. He deals increased damage to dragons and fairies, beats a good portion of the jump damage boost limit, half of the limit burst damage boost limit, and has a small limit burst regen. The man prefers to carry a single weapon, especially once variance changes take place, but regardless, he's still missing half the boost to the chain limit cap. At EX plus 2, he'll get an instant limit burst if his limit burst gauge is at max level. At EX plus 3, he'll get 500 attack. Let's look at his limit burst. It lowers the enemy's lightning resistance by 120%, raises his limit burst damage by 200%, his lightning damage by 30%, and then deals big lightning damage. Time to change forms. Dragoon Kain has a true Brave Shift, which has no limitations whatsoever. Onto his active abilities. Holy Jump is a jump that's holy. Holy moly, that's literally it. Passives. Okay, for some reason the non-offensive stats are a bit higher. Also, he has no charm now. Plus his confusion susceptibility is gone. It's a nice touch, I guess. Let's look at his limit burst. It's the same thing as his first one, but light. Let's rank Brave abilities. I suggest raising whichever jump you plan to use more, and then Impulse Drive. They just raise the damage modifier. Time to make a damage rotation. It doesn't really matter which form you're using, as the biggest difference here is just the element. I'll be using his regular form here. On turn 1, cast You've Nothing to Fear, then double cast Impulse Drive. On turn 2, cast Thunder Jump. Spend a turn in the air, and land on turn 4, preferably capping a chain. On turn 5, cast Holy Thunder Stance and 2 Impulse Drives, and then repeat the rotation from there. After that, it's just jump and land. So, EX2. At EX plus 2, Kane can get an instant limit burst and his Super Trustmaster reward. An instant limit burst will let you make use of that buff from his lock passive, which is a strong way to start off any battle. Furthermore, his Super Trustmaster reward is really good for him, so all things considered, it's not a bad idea at all. If you've decided to do EX plus 2 and are now considering EX plus 3, raise your favorites, I guess. So how good is Dragoon Kain? The man is a powerful Dragoon, and will get even stronger once later variance changes take place. The finer details don't matter, just know that bigger can be better, but with that one small detail, then two-handed jump damage dealers like Kane will see a massive boost in damage output. But as of this video's release, those updates haven't taken place, and so for the time being, he's just a strong Dragoon. For the record, these new changes will apparently take place on March 17th. Like, they really gave out a specific date. So, just stick with his future enhancements in a month, I guess. On another note, his true Brave Shift is nice and all, but this only really matters because it lets you choose between 2 elements freely. Oftentimes you select one and stick with it, and the true Brave Shift is just to prevent you from suffering any penalty. But even having a Brave Shift is a step up from not, as the extra equipment can let you give him some resistance if necessary. Regardless, that depends on the battle at hand. but nevertheless, Dragoon Kain has a CG limit burst, a very nice design, cool big numbers, and even a title so you don't mistake it for something else. So it's all pretty good. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. Comment below if you got Dragoon Kain. It's hard to nail him with any flaws, especially since he's one of the few units that will get immensely better in time. Thanks to the collaboration, we've had a lot of opportunities to get some Lapis, but I still don't have enough yet to hit the safety net. So I guess I'll wait for the next cool robot thing. Maybe Robot Riser, who knows?